Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
We begin tonight with exclusive video given to Valley News Live. Take a look at your screen. The video shows 37-year-old Shannon Mosier, a former West Fargo middle school teacher, straddling a student in her classroom last year.
Mosier is charged with luring a minor in sex-related crimes involving 2 juvenile males. A Cass County judge set her bail at $30,000 today and ordered her to have no contact with the victims as well as no social media use.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with former students of Mosier who say her arrest has been a long time coming.
When I would be talking about parties that I'd have, she'd always ask, "Oh, am I invited?" And then she asked me who was invited, and if there was boys there, she'd get excited, which is kind of something that you do when you're in my grade, not 37.
3 former students of Shannon Mosier reflect on uncomfortable times in her classroom as well as outside of it, saying it's about time something was done about her behavior. The students wanted to remain anonymous for their safety. They say their biggest concern was the way Mosier acted on social media, specifically the app Snapchat.
When I was added on her Snapchat, she would post pictures on her story of her in bikinis, and I thought that was a little weird because I knew she had all the boys in our grade Snapchat.
When she would Snapchat me, it was always pictures of her legs, or it's pictures of her face, or her in the shower. She'd Snapchat me in the shower, which I thought was very inappropriate.
They added that Mosier made at least 3 different accounts on the app, saying she usually only kept young boys as her contacts.
I thought it was sketchy when she started getting new social media and she told us that she didn't want her husband to know about it.
One woman I talked to was a student of Mosier's over 10 years ago at Park Christian High School, but she says the behavior was the same.
She was extremely unprofessional. And frankly didn't act like a teacher. She kind of just acted like she wanted to be like a student.
She adds that Mosier gave extra attention to the boys in her classroom, which is a problem she also had in West Fargo.
She'd just act differently and she'd wear different clothes when she was around boys our age.
Students add that the actions in this video were not uncommon to see in Mosier's classroom.
It just hurts me because she was super close to me, and she did all this stuff that she knew from the beginning was not okay, and she could have stopped.
This is bad. Like, this is definitely, this is not you just like cheating on your husband. This is you being a pedophile.
In West Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Mosier is due back in court on August 23rd. Mosier's husband, Brett, is a pastor at Red River Church in Fargo, and he's being put on administrative leave. The church said in a statement that we have faith in the judicial system to determine the truth of these charges and the severity of the consequences. It is unclear whether Brett Mosier will return to his position. To read the full statement, go to our website, valleynewslive.com.
This isn't the first time a West Fargo school teacher has been at the center of a scandal. In September of last year, former Cheyenne High School English teacher Elizabeth Doster resigned over concerns that she had a sexual relationship with a student, gave alcohol to minors, and had alcohol on school grounds. Sheridan Tahista taught special education at Liberty Middle School. She resigned after a concerned parent sent us screenshots from her Twitter account containing terrible comments about students. And back in 2009, former North Dakota Teacher of the Year Erin Knodel was accused of having a sexual relationship with a student. Charges were dropped in that case after a female juror did not disclose that she had been a victim of sexual assault during jury selection.
Bail has been set for a Pelican Rapids, Minnesota man accused of kidnapping a 34-year-old woman, and bail is set high. 39-year-old Anthony Rancleve faces 8 criminal charges, including 3 separate first-degree counts for criminal sexual conduct. Bond has been set at $2 million with conditions or $5 million without conditions. County Attorney Michelle L. Dean prosecuted Rancleve in the past for a separate kidnapping, and now she says she's looking to put him away for life.
It was a woman again, vulnerable with it. He used a knife and threatened her to assault her. I mean, those are significant. And now, again, his egregious behavior, repeated public safety concerns. In the last occasion, it wasn't obviously enough. 51 months isn't enough for Mr. Rancleve. So I'm looking at anything and everything that can give him the longest term possible.
Rancleve's next appearance in court will be an omnibus hearing on October 31st. For all the latest updates on this story, head to our website, valleynewslive.com.
Our quiet weather could be getting a little noisier in the near future. Let's find out about tonight's weather first from Hutch.
Thanks so much, Mike. Most of us this evening will enjoy a very summer-like one, particularly in the Southern Valley, where we have a lot of 80s still, 70s up in northern portions of the valley along Highway 2 and points north. In the western and central Dakotas, we have some spotty thunder showers there, nothing strong or severe there, so we cannot rule out hit and miss showers in our northern counties. But overnight, there will be an increased chance of some stronger thunderstorms. More on that in a second. For this evening, get out and enjoy. We'll slip into the 70s. Our winds should taper off just a pinch from the northwest. The best chance of thunder in Fargo-Moorhead coming after 2 or 3 in the morning. And yes, some of those strongs could bring some gusty winds and even some hail. Likewise, a spotty shower late this evening in the northern valley, a possibility, and overnight storms, well, there will be a risk there as well. I'll have details on the strength of those storms, and they will usher in some mighty cool air. I'll have details on that as well, and a look towards your weekend ahead here in a minute.
No blobcast though, right?
No blobcast this time.
All right, thanks. And make sure you get the forecast when you need it with the latest version of the Valley News Live Storm Team Weather app. You'll get your forecast as well as your weather alerts on the go to help you plan your day and keep your family safe. Download the latest version for free so you don't miss important alerts. Just search VNL Weather in your app store.
A local mom is asking Fargo Public Schools to abandon its plans for a special education-only facility at Agassiz after she says her child nearly died while attending the pilot program. Victoria Johnson's 9-year-old son with special needs joined the program in the hopes of getting new services. But she says that's not what he got. Instead, she says he was forced into a seclusion room and pinned to the ground, injuring his shoulder, bloodying his arms, and leaving him with PTSD and a fear of school.
He has asthma. On top of that, he has anxiety. And you have somebody laying on top of him. When he's laying there, what if he stopped breathing and he died? I wouldn't have gotten a phone call from him. I would have got a call from the school saying your son is dead. That was the biggest thing that hit me, that I would have never hear his voice again.
Johnson says if this happened when there were only 5 children in the program, what will happen when the program is expanded? Hear more from Victoria Johnson, plus local advocates and Fargo Police tonight on Valley News Live at 9 and 10.
This is the last week to make donations to help needy kids in the community get the materials for school. The 20th year of the school supply drive by the United Way of Cass Clay is once again collecting school supplies. The Fargo Dome is one of the locations taking part. You can drop off donations anytime between 9 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon until Friday. Distribution of the backpacks will take place on 2 days at the Fargo Dome. Backpacks can be picked up on August 4th from 8 to 11:30 in the morning and on August 7th from 4 in the afternoon until 7 at night.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, if you've been a Vikings fan for a long time, then we have a place for you to visit.
Up next, a text you're not going to want to open.